Hello and welcome back to Suspended Fanimation. I'm your host, Dennis Bithoulkas, and it's time for another episode. Is It Worth My Time? And this time around, it is the animated series on Netflix, Inside Job. Welcome, everybody. Let me take care of some business first, and we'll get down to it. If you like what you see here, like, share, and subscribe. If you're still on the fence about subscribing, take a look at the video that pops up at the very end here. YouTube takes the algorithms of all the stuff you've been watching and tries to match it as best as possible to one of the videos in my vast video library and pops it up here just for you. And then again, if you like what you see there, hit that subscribe button down below there. And if you don't want to be notified when I come on live, hit that bell down below, and YouTube won't notify you when I come on live. But if you do want to know when I come on live, go over to suspendedfanimation.com. Take a look at the schedule. I change it out every week, and I'm fairly close to being on time. I was only 15 minutes late tonight, but usually I'm on time. And I have all the links to my social media on there and all the links to my pages as well. So, with that said, I'm going to do the non-spoiler version of this to begin with. So, what the fuck is Inside Job all about? Well, it's an animated series. It actually has a really good voice cast. Lizzie Kaplan and Christian Slater star in it. They play daughter and father, respectively. Tisha Campbell's in it. Clark Duke, from Hot Tub Time Machine, is also in it. John DiMaggio, who of course is in the whole Bendergate thing going on right now in Futurama. Who voices Bender. He's in it. Um, who else is in this? There's a lot of people in there. Ron Funches as well. So it's got a pretty good, rich voice cast of people. So, but what is it about? Well, it's about the shadow government. And yes, there's supposedly a shadow government. It runs everything, and you have these core people that are running the shadow government, and that's what it's all about, is an animated hijinks of all the stuff that conspiracy theorists talk about all the time, like the hollow earth, lizard people, all that kind of shit, only done in animated form, and they say, oh, it's all real, right? um and so it's a comedy, of course, but it's trying to be, how should I say this? It's a mix between Seth MacFarlane's like American Dad in a way and Rick and Morty, with some of the dark stuff and the comedy and the tones and stuff like that. Neither one works entirely. Um, it's kind of, I don't know. There's a few funny things in it here and there, but it's too far in between to actually recommend it, quite honestly. I mean, you can go and take a look at it. They're half-hour episodes, 20 some odd minute episodes, somewhere around there. And there is a throughput story that goes throughout the entire 8 episodes that are there. Um, but it doesn't quite connect to me anyway, and doesn't it wasn't Rick and Morty-esque for me, and it also wasn't, you know, Seth MacFarlane, which I probably would have turned off anyway if it was more Seth MacFarlane and, stuff. It was, I don't know, it came out to be bland, is really what it came out to me. It tried too hard to be funny and didn't succeed in that way. So, yeah. And of course, there's tropes that run through it. They do it intentionally. Of course, they even call it out. And yeah, I mean, I wanted to like it. I really did. I love Lizzie Kaplan, love Christian Slater, Ron Funches, everybody who's involved in all of this. And Ron Funches only has a small role, a recurring role, but it's still funny. Um, yeah, so I'm kind of disappointed on this one. So I'm not recommending this one. I'm gonna say it's not worth your time. There's other stuff out there. There's a lot of stuff out there. If you're interested, I mean, it's not horrible, honestly, but it's, you're probably gonna watch it for about 5 minutes and go, this isn't worth it. I actually almost turned off the first episode, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna keep going, see what happens. And I kind of should have gone with my gut on that one. Yeah, I made it through all 8 episodes, but yeah, man, it was kind of a struggle. So, with that said, Spoiler alert, I am going to spoil the episodes or the series, the first season here. If you want to go and see it, hit pause now or stop or whatever you're going to do. Go and watch it. Come on back. This will be a video you can comment down below in the comment section. Giving you enough time to do all of that? Yes? No? All right. So, yeah, they have a couple of different things that run through this. So Reagan, who is the daughter of this, I guess you could say, mad scientist who runs the company Cognito. He used to co-run the company, or he set up this company. It's Cognito Inc., which means they've taken incognito and they just kind of moved the in to the back end. So Cognito Inc. Yeah, very funny. And so throughout this series, you find out that the father, Rand, never really paid attention to the daughter and actually fucking experimented on her in a few cases too, here and there. And so she's really fucked up. And she's also trying to become the next head of Cognito Inc., where they, which is also under the orders of, the Illuminati, if you will, at this point. And yeah, there's guys in robes, and yeah, it, like I said, it plays through all the conspiracy theory tropes. You've got lizard people that run the world. You have Yale, then you have the real Yale, which is underground, and you have mushroom people, which is Mike is his name, who's a giant sentient mushroom who comes from Hollow Earth, who's also just really he's essentially the alien from American Dad is really what he is. Only with a little more of a conscience. So yeah, and of course there is the alien or not, excuse me, the animal human hybrid. Dolph Man is his name, who is a military general who volunteered for this thing, and so he's half dolphin, half human. Yeah, I mean there's some stuff that just doesn't play well, and then there's other stuff that does, kind of, sort of, and like I said, it's kind of it's indicative, honestly, of what Netflix has been putting out, quite honestly, where they're just pumping so much volume out that there's no quality control going out. Think of I Love Lucy, the old I Love Lucy episode, where all the chocolates are coming out at a really high speed and there's no quality control at that point. That's kind of Netflix right now. And so they are fire hosing enough entertainment at us, which isn't anything to, poo poo, I guess you could say, but also at the same time, they are firing so much entertainment at us that they are firing a lot of shit inside there too. It's kind of, yeah, they're not filtering things out. So there's things that could have been polished a bit more on this one. I'm not saying the show is shit. I'm just saying there's a lot more polish that could have been done to the scripts on this, a little more thought out things. But yeah, it's is where I can go with that. Yeah. You really don't like any of the characters, quite honestly. Even the one character that they bring in, Brett Hand, I believe is his name is. Yeah, Brett Hand. He's supposed to be like the everyman. He's brought in to co-run Cognito Inc. with Reagan, because they think that Reagan just doesn't have enough people personality or people skills, which there's a lot of managers out there. Trust me, I used to work for one at my previous job, not the one that I was direct reporting to, but the one that hired me. Anyway, so yeah, there are those people out there. So they bring this guy in who knows nothing of the secret world and kind of plunge him into all of this. So he's supposed to be us, getting plunged into all of this. But also, he's a douchebag. I mean, he's just kind of this frat boy douchebag, as he says he pledged every single frat that he was at. So it was 32 weeks of Hell Week, is what it was. if that gives you any indication of the character, what kind of character he is. And also he's just bland, but he's supposed to be good looking and all. Yeah. It's yeah, the writing, I don't know, man. It just it felt devoid of something, is what it was. Rick and Morty does have a sadness to it, to the characters and to the storyline. This has none of that. This is just kind of soulless almost in a way, and mean. And there's no real hook that you want to grab onto in any of these characters. And that's kind of, it's off-putting is really what it is. It's off-putting and doesn't make you want to watch it. So even though I like the cast of voice actors that are involved in all of this, so yeah, save your time. Go and watch something else. Go outside. You know, read, or I don't know, do something else other than sit in front of the TV and watch this. I know you might be watching me on a cell phone outside someplace. That's great. Perfect. So, with that said, what else do I have going on for the rest of this week? Well, tomorrow is going to be Resident Alien. That's right. I moved it over to Thursdays. So Resident Alien is going to be on Thursdays now. Friday, I'm going to be off. Saturday, I'm going to be off. Sunday will be the Sunday edition of Saturday Morning Blast Off. I just moved it over there temporarily for right now. We'll see what happens. Monday, I'll be off. Tuesday, I'm going to go back over to Is It Worth My Time on Tuesday. I had it on Wednesday because I was just having some back spasms last night and just really couldn't do anything. And next week is going to be for Is It Worth My Time? I'm going to cover the movie Free Guy, which is now available on Disney Plus. So for those of you who have Disney Plus, you can watch Free Guy, the Ryan Reynolds movie, and that's what I'm going to be covering next week. So that's all I got for you guys tonight. I want to thank everyone who joined me tonight in the chat, and thank you if you made it this far in the video. If you're still on the fence about subscribing, take a look at the video that pops up at the very end here. And if you like what you see there, hit that subscribe button down below there. And if you can, hit that like button and the share button as well, wherever they're down there. Also, if you want to know when I'm going to be on live again next, go over to suspendedfanimation.com. Take a look at the schedule I have up there. I change it out every week. Also, I have all the links to my social media on there and all the links to my pages as well. Yes. You'll find out next week about what, Free Guy, or because Free Guy I'm going to be doing on Tuesday. So I'm going to let you guys go for the rest of the night. Thank you, everybody. I will see you again tomorrow for Resident Alien. Yeah, no problem, Pen. That's why I'm doing this show. Yeah, that was kind of a rough one. Anyway, I will see you guys again tomorrow for Resident Alien. Until then, stay safe, be well, take care. Wear those masks, get those vaccine shots, get those booster shots as well. They do help, and get the flu shot while you're at it. We're back in another cold snap, so might as well. Thanks, everybody. I will see you again tomorrow. Stay safe out there. Be well. Take care, and have a good rest of your night. Thanks, everybody. Good night.